Hey, remember when we all thought it was gonna be a Happy New Year? I feel like we slept past coffee time, so cheers. Or is it? What time actually is it? Maybe it is too early for this. What time is it? Huh? It's 4.
Six billion people on Earth when the infection hit.
Good morning. Technically, it's 11:30. We have a lot to talk about today.
Mutant viruses and stuff.
Don't breathe on me. Amazing responses to people that took me up on the goldfish offer. Mailing out all the goldfish today. We've got quite a collection. Send me pictures. I want to see pictures of y'all with your goldfish. Videos. Tell me what you name them. Yeah. This is not being filmed on a Saturday. However, we'll be filming all throughout the week so we can keep track of what the week looks like. Remember the good old days of finding toys in your cereal box? Remember the good old days of 2 months ago? I just started putting toys in our cereal boxes. Brontosaurus. Packing tape. Essential oils. Apparently they don't fix everything. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Let us stay young, but let us live forever. I feel like I need to go into my closet to sing at the volume that I desire to sing this song. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. It would help if I was a good singer. Well, it didn't go as well as I thought it would. Singing in the closet. Thought it would make me sound better. And I'm not the only one playing the uke. Let's see some other peeps.
I love the fireside when all the lights are low. Boom diana, boom diana, boom diana. The sun is surely sinking down, and the moon is slowly rising.
It's the little things, you know? Like this dad who's super excited about the mail.
Dad, the mail's here.
Look what we got!
I love the fact that he's also wearing gloves.
New tassels for the blinds!
Yay! Tassels! Oh, that made me so happy. I mean, when else are we that excited about blind tassels? I'm gonna introduce you guys to a few friends of mine, known as the Gilbert twins. Actually, they're triplets, but the brothers in the trio happen to be identical twins, and they are some pretty intense hip-hop dancers, if you know what I mean.
Tristan, everybody's feeling great.
Their sister Zoe and I are kind of on the same page with the whole dancing thing.
Tristan the night away.
We definitely put our whole heart into it.
How he got here, I don't know, but
Maybe I'll have them on the show via Skype.
Can you feel it?
Feel what?
Today is the first day of the rest of our lives.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Premier jour du reste de ma vie.
This is the first day of the rest of our lives.
But what kind of life will it be, huh?
Good morning, Netflix. It used to be such an inspiring thought. Now I wake up and I'm like,
Is this going to be forever?
it's kind of like Groundhog's Day, you know, where every day is the same.
What would you do if you were stuck in one place and every day was exactly the same and nothing that you did mattered? That about sums it up for me.
Well, we woke up at 11:30 today. Since it's almost noon, I'm gonna go make lunch.
Is this real life?
Welcome.
Thank you to everyone who responded, who wrote messages, or who simply shared what they're going through. Let's see, we heard from some of my friends across the pond, if you will. That was probably a horrible accent. Tonight's TV is our lovely queen giving us a pep talk. Oh, I wish I would have seen it. Oh, I love having the perspective of someone from another country. I've always been fond of the British, ever since I saw my first British woman.
Hello!
She remains one of my favorite people.
Oh, there you go. You've got your cream and your sugar now. It's a little cappuccino. 1 drop or 2. Would you like another one? Oh, there you go.
I mean, who didn't fantasize about having her as your nanny?
As you can see, I can't stay with you, dear. I'm melting like a snow cone in Phoenix. There we go again.
On Thursdays at 8 p.m, we all open our windows and clap for our healthcare workers. Okay, first of all, that's amazing. I knew people were doing that, but I didn't know that was a scheduled thing every night in some places. And I was wondering how people found out when to do it. Cause like, nothing like that's going on in my neighborhood, and I feel like it would come across really weird if I just like stood outside by myself and clapped and cheered. Although maybe I should. I like that. Way to go, England. I want to watch Tiger King. I have not seen it yet. I've heard mixed reviews. I'm gonna make my own version of that show. It's Cheetah Queen. It's Cheetah Queen! Cheetah Queen! Ah! Come on, ladies, let's go hunting for some laundry to do. Another thing I appreciate about the Brits is just how honest they are.
So I'm just going to be upfront. I'm not allowed to date students. Oh. Even though you're an 8, which is a British 10. Oh. I'm angry.
Community is now streaming on Netflix, so video idea for you. Do a homeschool or an improvised gym workout video.
Chin to chest. 4. Get the hips, move the knees.
Obviously make it funny.
Move the legs, bend your knees, swing it out.
Thanks for sharing, James. Also a great idea. I'll show you what it looked like for me to try to do a workout class with my husband. It was pretty successful as far as, yeah, it actually wasn't that successful. I am happy to report that we had the most glorious shipment arrive at our house today. And salsa, because we'll definitely need the toilet paper after that. The toilet paper is made from bamboo and sugarcane, so that's a little rough on the tush. No, but seriously, it's a little rough. I don't know if it's the bamboo or the sugar. It was not meant to be down there, if you know what I mean. Thanks for bearing with us as we figure out what all this is gonna look like. I think it's just gonna get better and better as we get more of a plan, as we formulate more. Thanks to all of you who are joining me in the middle of this journey. I'm not presenting a finished product to you. I am presenting a project that we are working on, so I appreciate that. I guess I wanna wrap up with sort of posing a question. I think it's important to maintain a lot of stuff that we're learning about this process as far as treating people like people. It's kind of interesting to me that the content that's being put out there as far as how to like make it through this is mainly to stay connected, to maintain human connection in the midst of all this disconnection.
Hello?
Hi, Richard. So what does it look like to be a neighbor when you can't even really see your neighbor? Or maybe your neighbor lives somewhere else. My old neighbor in San Diego, he's like 80 years old. His name is Richard. He's one of my favorite people, and I still try to call him.
How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Everything's fine. Are you doing okay?
We're doing good, yeah. Especially in the midst of this. I know he's alone.
But everybody's staying inside so much, so I hardly know what's going on.
Yeah, that's probably good though for now.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have answers, but I think facilitating discussion, like what does it look like to be a neighbor in the process of all of this? For me, it looks like making a phone call sometimes. It can be as simple as making eye contact and waving to someone who's also walking on the other side of the street, just to sort of maintain that sense of humanity. It could be as simple as maybe easing up on the Facebook posts. I'll speak for myself. Or maybe it looks as simple as not responding because you just feel the need to prove someone wrong. Maybe it's as simple as letting someone be different and letting them having the opinion you have. There's also this great option if you don't want to necessarily spark a Facebook argument, because really, whose mind has ever been changed because of a Facebook argument? You can just snooze them for like 30 days. It's amazing. You could snooze me if you want. I don't mind. I love naps. I would be willing to be a snoozer if this doesn't do it for you. I think in this time, being maybe quicker to listen, slower to respond with your rebuttal or your retort, and finding enjoyment in everyday things. My family and I did a Zoom workout class this week. We never would have done that before this. Social distancing is creating a need for people to connect in ways we've never connected before.
I don't know, it makes me a little nervous, all that weird stuff floating around.
Maybe this is something we can talk more on next week. I just wanted to put it out there. And one thing I've been inspired to do is maybe work on haircuts. Since neither my husband and I can get one, I'm gonna track down some hair scissors, hopefully not resort to kitchen scissors, and see if I can get us a little trim. I hope everyone has a great Easter, and we'll see you next week. Happy Saturday. Stay inside.